Hi guys, welcome back. It's Nancy and we are doing another video with the brand new release from Catherine Pooler Designs. This is available to the public on February 9th. It is available to Stamp Nation members a day earlier on February 8th. I'm going to be using two sets again today. This is the Bold Bits and Patterns set, which I did use to make this Easy Sunset card. There is a video, I'll link that at the end if you guys want to go back and check that out. But today we're going to do something a little different with it. Going to combine it again with the Moments in Time sentiments. And what I wanted to tell you guys was, you know, when I was stamping this out and looking at it, these shapes are so wonderful because you can do so many different things. I've done them in different colors. So here I use the new Luxe colors to stamp them out. So we have some Cranberry Fizz, Flame, Glitz, Martini, Deck the Halls, Uptown, Dress Blues, and Glam. You can see how dark they are. And this makes a wonderful background. I can just put a sentiment on there. But I wanted to step it up a little more because I wanted to use the sentiments. And these sentiments are all about, you know, time. So I was thinking clocks. There is a clock stamp and die set available. I don't have it. It is called Every Minute. So it is a design of several like mantle clocks, I would say, and some sentiments, but it's called Every Minute stamp set. And there is matching dies if you want to go check those out. But I was thinking of an artist my sister introduced me. Now, my sister has a tattoo, and the tattoo is a melting clock, and I had no idea what she was talking about. And she told me to look up Salvador Dali, and Salvador Dali has artwork where it's melting clocks. So I kept thinking about this abstract design, so that's what we're going to make today. So we're going to make melted clocks with these Bold Bits and Patterns and this sentiment. All right, so we're going to start with some Catherine Pooler Premium Cardstock. This is 100-pound, ultra smooth. Grab a piece of that out of here. And I'm going to do the new Refreshed inks. So I have 16 Candles, Oh Boy, and Minted. And they are from the Spring Fling collection, which is a nice bright collection. And I'm going to bring in some other colors which kind of go in that collection, just so we have a few extras here. And I can't find any of them. Oh, here we go. Here we have Garden Party. Pixie Dust. Where is, I'm trying to find Melon Ice. Must have put it in the wrong drawer. See, this is why I try to put my things away. Yep, there it is. It was in the wrong place. Okay, Melon Ice. And I'm missing one more. So we have, oh, I'm missing It's a Girl. Missing our pink. So these will be nice, light, pastel, fun colors. There we go. Okay, so again, these are all part of the Spring Fling collection. I don't know if I'll use all of them, but I'm thinking this light pastel color. So we have It's a Girl, Bellini, Melon Ice, Garden Party, and then we have the new Minted, Oh Boy, 16 Candles, and Pixie Dust. Okay, so these are all part of the new Spring Fling collection with the new Refreshed inks. So they replaced those three colors in there. All right, so I have my piece of paper down here, and all we're going to do is stamp. And I have the Waffle Flower media mat, the small one under here, because I like that it, number one, holds my paper, but number two, it gives me some give when I'm stamping with the acrylic blocks. I'll be using the larger square block and the smaller original circle block, and we're just going to have fun, guys. There's no rhyme, reason, no thinking here. We're just going to grab stamps, and we're just going to put some designs down. So we're going to do all different colors. We're going to all different shapes. We're just going to make a very fun background here. And I'm just grabbing ink pads and grabbing stamps. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, just stamping away here. This also gives you a chance, if there are ink colors that you purchased and maybe you haven't used them yet, maybe you haven't gotten them out and kind of figured out a scene, like this Melon Ice. I don't use this color very much. This is a great time to whip those inks out and get them used. I'm going to overlap some of my designs here. And don't worry about when your ink shows like that. It will dry back and it will even itself out. That's the wonderful thing about these Catherine Pooler inks, is they do dry back and they even themselves out. Some fun, they're all different fun wiggles and just very abstract fun designs here. Stamp them in different directions, different colors, stamp them off the page. A little fuzz on that one. Another fun thing you guys can do with these stamps is what they call kissing, where we can take this solid stamp, and I'm going to do this in a lighter color like Melon Ice. I guess we'll do Melon Ice. So I'm going to stamp this larger shape in Melon Ice, And then I'm going to grab another one of those textured ones. So you know what we'll do? We'll grab the little squiggles. So we have some squiggles here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some Oh Boy, which is a little bit darker because it's blue. And I'm going to stamp my squiggles and then stamp over my stamp. And so for you guys that like to do mixed media, your gel plates, this is a really fun technique to get extra use out of these fun shapes, different color combinations. So now we're going to take this and let's put it down here in the corner. So now we have that melon ice with the blue squiggles in there. So a lot of fun bringing out all the different patterns and designs. A little bit of ink left here. We can, well, I already have some melon ice there. Well, you know, I'm going to stamp right over that one. Bring that in. Okay, so now I have my basic background. I want to turn these into clocks. And it's actually very easy to do because, again, we have this kind of artistic evaluation here of these stamps. I'm going to bring some more squiggles in here. Turn my stamp. So in this stamp set, there are some smaller pieces. So it's called bits and patterns. So we have these little bits that are in here, and then we have these kind of straight lines. And I'm going to use those to make my clock pieces. And they don't all have to be clocks. I'm only going to do like 2 or 3 clocks. But for instance, we have this orange circle here. So I'm going to take this little tiny bit, put that on there. And let's see, we're going to go in with pixie dust because that's a darker purple. And I'm just going to mark where the major hands would be if this were a clock. So we have 12, 6, and 9 on this one. And then using that same color, let's do this one. Just at the bottom. And then I'm going to grab this short little kind of straight piece. And this is where my clock's going to come in. Now, I don't need the whole arm, so I'm going to make it a little shorter just by dabbing off some of that ink. I probably should have just partially inked it. And now I'm going to stamp that so that it goes basically to the middle. I'm going to clean my stamp, and I'm going to use the other side. I'm going to make it slightly longer. So now we have our abstract artistic clock. Let's do the same thing with this guy. And let's do this one down here. I'm going to use that same pixie dust, pixie dust, because it's the darkest purple in here. But let's make up there. So now we have these cool little pieces that look like clocks, and I think that they just match the theme of the sentiment so perfectly without having to use traditional clocks. Okay, so next step is to stamp out our sentiments. I'm going to bring in again the Moments in Time sentiment set. And there are dies, larger dies that go around the time, moments, and occasion if you want to purchase those separately. And I'm just going to grab another, just a scrap piece of paper here. Move this guy out of the way. And I'm going to stamp out do this one. This is your and I'm going to ink that up in Oh Boy. Okay, and then I did bring in the sentiment banner dies. I like these because they have the stitching. So we're going to use these to cut out the sentiment. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cut out this whole thing in one pass. That way I'll have extra sentiment banners. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So used my Gemini Junior to cut those out. And now I can restamp it and have all of these extra banners. Now I know that's one thing Catherine Puller does. She cuts all these extras and she has them ready to go. But I want to show you guys how cute they are with their stitched edges. And you get 2 rounded and 2 banner cut. So you get, and they're long and short. So plenty of sizes there for your sentiments. So let's bring this one back in. And I think that one, yeah. I think this other one's too short. Ooh, that might work. Let's try stamping that one up. So I dropped the ink everywhere. Okay. Oh, perfect fit. Okay, we're going to use that. Good. And I'm going to put time on the bottom there. And I am going to grab a little bit darker blue just so it stands out and doesn't get lost. Let's grab Fiesta Blue. That stands out. We have This Is Your Time, and we'll pop that up. So let's finish this card off. You can see how fun and how quick that was. Again, no thinking, just being fun and creative. I want to add a couple more squiggles of color. Actually, we have these other little kind of dots. I'm going to put these dots on there. Just to add some more color, some more pops. There we go. All right. And be sure to put your stamps back on your little storage acetate here, because you do not want to lose these little pieces. So I do like to clean my stamps and put them away when I'm done stamping with them, especially those little pieces. We don't want to lose any of those. All right, so now we need to put this on card base. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. And I'm going to use my decal trimmer. And I'm going to cut this down to, let's do 5 by 3 3/4. I don't want to cut off too much because we don't want to lose our little clock there. So actually I'm going to go 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4, just a smidgen off of here. That fun decal edge. Okay, we didn't lose our clocks. We still have our 3 clocks. We could make this one another clock. And then this is what we'll glue on. And then we need our background. So I'm going to grab another piece. I wish I hadn't cut that other scrap paper down, but that's okay. Another piece of just thinner scrap cardstock here. And I'm going to take that Fiesta blue, that dark blue, and just do my edges in that. Well, I guess it's like a medium turquoise, right? So that's what color we stamped our sentiment in. And again, this will dry back and it will even itself out. I do have my card base here. Grab my liquid glue, Barely Arts glue. And I'll link everything down in the description below if you're interested in getting any of these products. They are all available over at Catherine Pooler Designs. And I've had a lot of fun playing with this stamp set. It's been very freeing. You don't have to think, you don't have to calculate, you don't have to measure. And we're going to do a little bit of foam tape. How fun is that? And remember, I did a kind of a lighter color scheme here, but you can do that with any of the inks that you have, in any of the, Catherine Pooler collections. They all kind of coordinate together, which is really, really nice. And again, we use the Moments in Time brand new release sentiments. We use the Bold Bits and Patterns stamp set. And then, of course, if you wanted to add some sequins, you could. Here is the one I made ahead of time. And you can see they're both fun. There you can see I used the squiggles on that clock. Lots of fun there. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also check us out on Instagram and Facebook. It's Catherine Pooler Designs. You can follow me at Nancy Stamps 15 and you'll see some other cards that I've made with these stamp sets. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.